Lydia. The first coins. For most of human history, money was not something people carried with them. Value existed, but it lived inside people's heads. It lived in conversations, in habits, and in trust built over time. A farmer traded grain for tools. A shepherd exchanged animals for land. A worker offered labor in return for protection or food. Every exchange was personal. Every exchange took time. And every exchange depended on believing that the other person was being fair. This worked when life was small, when communities were limited, when everyone knew everyone else. Trust was enough. But the ancient world did not stay small. Villages grew into towns. Towns turned into cities. And cities began trading with other cities far away. People started exchanging goods with strangers. People who spoke different languages. People who followed different customs. People they might never see again. And suddenly, trust was no longer enough. How much grain equals silver? How heavy is that silver? Is it pure, or is it mixed with something cheaper? Who decides what something is worth? Trade became slow. Arguments became common. Every deal took longer than it should have. The ancient world needed something simpler, something clear, something fast, something that didn't require discussion. That solution appeared in Lydia. Lydia was a kingdom located in Anatolia, in a place where major trade routes crossed. Merchants from Mesopotamia, Greece, Egypt, and the Mediterranean passed through its land every day. They carried goods. They carried metals. They carried stories. And they carried problems. The Lydians watched carefully. They noticed that gold and silver were already trusted almost everywhere. Metal had value beyond borders. But weighing metal during every exchange was slow, and testing purity caused endless disagreement. So Lydia made a simple but radical choice. Instead of weighing metal every time, they began producing small pieces of metal with a standard weight. These pieces were made from electrum, a natural mixture of gold and silver. Each piece was the same size, same weight, same value, and most importantly, each piece carried the authority of the state. This was something entirely new. For the first time, value no longer needed to be explained. You didn't need to argue. You didn't need to negotiate. You didn't need to convince anyone. You simply handed over a coin. The coin spoke for you. It said, "This has value. This value is trusted. This value will be accepted." Under King Croesus, this system became even more refined. Electrum coins were replaced with separate gold and silver coins. Purity was controlled. Weight was fixed. Confusion disappeared. Money became reliable. Wealth became portable. You could carry value with you. You could store it. You could count it. Trade changed almost overnight. Markets became faster. Prices became clearer. Travel became easier. But coins did more than improve trade. They changed power itself. Whoever controlled the mint controlled trust. Kings no longer ruled only through land ownership or military strength. They ruled through economic authority. Taxes could be collected more easily. Armies could be paid regularly. Public projects could be funded. The state became stronger. But there was another side to this change. Wealth became visible. Before coins, wealth was hidden in land, animals, or relationships. Now it could sit in a pouch. Some people accumulated coins quickly. others struggled to keep up. Money began to separate people more clearly than ever before. Time itself gained a price. A day of labor could now be measured in metal. Work became standardized. Life became more structured. And inequality became harder to ignore. Still, coins spread rapidly. From Lydia to Greece. From Greece to Persia. From Persia across entire empires. Every civilization adopted coins. No civilization abandoned them. Because once value became simple and standard, no one wanted to return to uncertainty. Coins removed argument from exchange. They removed negotiation. They removed personal trust from the process. And that was their true power. Money was no longer just an idea. It became a system that shaped trade, power, and society. A system that still quietly controls our lives today. This was the real legacy of Lydia. Not just the first coins, but the first moment money stopped being personal and became permanent.